The Multiverse Revealed, Episode 6.
The lottery of universes. Did we win by chance?
What if reality is a lottery with tickets printed in physics, and the numbers on ours just happen to line up with life? What if the reason you can hear this sentence is not design or destiny, but the quiet arithmetic of an unimaginably vast casino? Tonight we walk into the cosmic hall of chances. The lottery of universes is the simplest answer to fine-tuning. If there are enormously many universes, each with different settings for nature's constants, then it is no surprise that some universes are life-friendly. Observers can only appear in those rare, winning domains, so of course we find ourselves in one. This is anthropic selection in a multiverse. You only wake up where waking up is possible. Think of a school raffle. Thousands of losing tickets, one small prize. From the winner's perspective, the outcome feels personal, almost fated. From the outside, it's just statistics. The cosmic version swaps paper stubs for bubble universes and vacuum choices. Otherwise, the logic is the same.
1. What generates the tickets? Eternal inflation, landscape variation.
Two ideas power the lottery. Eternal inflation. Space expands in patches. In some regions, inflation ends, a bubble universe like ours, while elsewhere it continues, forever budding off new bubbles. Each bubble can inherit slightly different effective physics. Landscape of possibilities. High-energy theories may allow a vast menu of low-energy vacua with different constants, strengths of forces, particle masses, even the cosmological constant. Each choice is a different ticket. Together they sketch an ensemble in which life is rare but not impossible. We wake up precisely where rarity permits witnesses.
2. Anthropic selection versus anthropic hand-waving.
The weak anthropic principle is banal but powerful. Conditionalize on your existence. You will only observe conditions compatible with observers. That converts impossible odds, why are constants so perfect, into conditional probabilities. Given that we exist, what values should we expect to see? A bolder add-on is the principle of mediocrity. Among all observer-hosting universes, we should expect to be typical. That lets people attempt predictions by typicality. Example, values near the edges of life-permitting ranges. It's a useful tool, but it must be handled with care.
3. Mapping the life-permitting island.
Imagine the space of all possible constants as an ocean. Life-friendly domains are scattered islands. For example, if the cosmological constant were much larger, accelerated expansion would tear matter apart before galaxies formed. Tweak electromagnetism, or the strong force, and you lose long-lived stars or the carbon-oxygen chemistry that builds complexity. Alter the electron-proton mass ratio too far, and stable atoms become rare or impossible. The lottery story says, most islands are tiny, most of the ocean is barren, but with enough rolls, enough universes, someone will find land. Personal image. Remember trying to tune an old analog radio. A hair left, static, a hair right, static. Then in a narrow band, a human voice. The multiverse is the dial. Life is the station that occasionally comes through.
4. Probability in an infinite hall. The measure problem, typicality, reference class.
Lotteries are clean when you can count tickets. A multiverse makes counting tricky. Measure problem. If there are infinitely many universes of each type, the ratio life-friendly total becomes ambiguous. Different cutoffs give different answers. No consensus solution yet. Reference class problem. Typical among whom? All observers, all human-like observers, all observer moments. Change the class, change the probabilities. Boltzmann brains. In huge ensembles, random fluctuations might spawn isolated brains with fake memories. If those dominate the statistics, we're doing probability wrong, so good models must avoid making such absurd observers typical. The honest stance. The lottery picture is promising but incomplete until we tame these probability dragons.
5. What would count as support?
Even if we can't see other universes, we can ask for indirect clues. Values near anthropic boundaries. If we sit suspiciously close to the minimal values needed for structure formation, that's consistent with selection. Inflationary fingerprints. If the physics that generates ensembles, inflation, makes other testable predictions that succeed, confidence rises in the overall scaffold. No cheaper explanation. If no single universe law explains fine-tuning with fewer assumptions, the multiverse earns points for explanatory economy, paradoxically by being large. None of these is a smoking gun. Together they make a circumstantial case.
6. Is chance really an explanation or a placeholder?
Paul Davies pushes here. A lottery explains why winners exist without explaining why the lottery exists, or why it prints so many tickets, or why some tickets are even capable of winning. He invites more radical possibilities. Biophilic law. Perhaps the rules tilt toward life, not miracle, but bias. Information-first reality. Maybe information and meaningful structure are closer to bedrock than matter. Laws are more like codes that favor complexity. Participatory hints. The logic of a universe that contains knowers may constrain the overall form of law in subtle ways. The multiverse might be part of the answer, yet still not the last answer.
7. What if we really did just get lucky?
Then meaning doesn't evaporate. It localizes. If the big picture is lottery, the small picture is agency. Your decisions still ripple through this patch of reality. The odds that led to your existence don't decide what you do with it. Personal metaphor. The scholarship letter that showed up against all odds. After you open it, the work is yours. The cosmic envelope arrived. Now it's time to write your reply.
The cult of chance, the grammar of fate.
Taiche, Fortuna, ancient personifications of luck, blindfolded, spinning the wheel. The Moirai, fates, threads measured and cut, echoes of parameters and lifelines. I Ching, pattern through chance, meaningful order emerging from tossed coins. Casting lots in scripture and temple, invoking higher order through randomness. Sacred geometry, order beneath appearance, suggesting that even chance moves inside a larger pattern. Across traditions, chance and meaning play a duet. Randomness on the surface, design in the grammar. The lottery multiverse plays the same melody in physics.
Criticism, debate, and counter moves.
Unfalsifiable. If other universes are sealed off, is this science? Reply, it's science by entailment. The same theories that generate ensembles, inflation, landscape, also make testable predictions. We judge the bundle, not the unreachable parts alone. Wasteful extravagance. Why postulate countless unobservable worlds? Reply, the size of reality is not our decision to make. We follow the explanation that best accounts for the data with the fewest ad hoc fixes. Sometimes that means reality is big. If everything happens somewhere, explanation dies. Reply, not everything happens, only what law permits. The work shifts to explaining the distribution of possibilities and why life sits where it does. Typicality is a guess. Reply, true. It's a working assumption that should earn its keep by successful retrodictions constraints and be revised when it fails. It dodges the ultimate why anything. Reply, it does. So do most scientific accounts. The right stance is layered. Accept good proximate explanations while hunting deeper ones.
Final thought.
If existence is a casino, wonder is the moment you hear the soft click of tumblers behind the noise. Maybe we won by chance. Maybe chance is how law breathes. Either way, the meaning of your life is not a statistic. It is a promise kept in this one irreplaceable world. If you knew with certainty that our cosmos is a lucky ticket pulled from an infinite drum, what would you change by sunset? If this journey stirred something in you, help us keep sharing hidden knowledge. Like, share, and subscribe to Positive Vortex. And if you'd like to support the channel directly, click thanks or join to walk deeper with us.